and then we are going to try and finish the alphabet today. 'Cause I think last time we left off here, and so we just got these 3 bullet points left. So the next section here is length. So in Pit River, we have both short and long consonants and vowels. And this means so this
we did this today.
yeah. That was good. Good timing. So what that means in Pit River is that you literally say the sound of that letter a little bit longer when it's long. And this is represented by 2 letters right next to each other of the same letter. So here you see 1 A, that would be ah. Then here you see 2 A's, and that would be ah. So ah versus ah. So it can be a small difference if you're not paying attention to it. But yeah, we have that. We have to pay attention to that. And so I have some examples of how that length can change the word. So here we have alu, which means cloud. And here you see we have a long A and a short L. And then also the oo at the end is a high tone oo. So if you remember from last week, the tones. And then this next word is alu, alu. So it's a short A and a long L. And then also the oo is a low tone. So alu versus alu. So these are kind of things that we don't really have to pay attention to when speaking English, but those things can change the word you're saying in Pit River. Here's just some other examples of words with longer letters. So we have yummy for nose, yummy. So you kind of hold that M a little longer, yummy.
The T is longer.
Yeah, so this is kind of where it gets more difficult here is this the aspirated T, the T sound. So what you do is so it two. So you kind of just hold the position that you'd make the T in for slightly longer. So like when you say t, your tongue touches your teeth, right? T, t, your top teeth, the back of your top teeth. It too. So basically you just kind of stop the sound it too. Yeah, with your mouth in that position.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
And what happens a lot at first, because of the way we speak in English, is that people will make it a glottal stop. They'll say it too, but there's no glottal stop in there. It's it too, it too, it too. So it's a subtle difference, but that's how we speak. And okay, so is there any questions on that so far? Okay. Okay, Ponch just sent me a message.
Oh yeah, we see.
Okay. And okay, so then next we have sohtewi. Sohtewi. So this is oh man, this rule is a little harder to explain. So on these stops here, these oh, I got a message. I have bad internet connection in case I drop. Okay. Hopefully hopefully your internet hangs in there. um okay, yeah, so sohtewi. So when you have a long vowel before, like, you know, the aspirated consonants, or before any of these first five consonants, P, T, C, K, Q, then the they call it, like, what do they call it? The pre-aspiration. You don't really need to remember that. But oh, my dad dropped off. What the heck? Sohtewi. But basically, you kind of, I don't know. It's like, it's almost like you're adding an H in there instead. Sohtewi. Sohtewi. But just like a very light, it's kind of like that, a very light H. Sohtewi. Sohtewi. Yeah. And that's at least how the downriver dialect sounds. I know the upriver dialect, they don't do that as much. They just would more say so tewi instead of so tewi. So it's like, it's also a subtle difference there. So tewi, so tewi. So I don't know. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, but I can't see what it means. So where does it show the English version what it means?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot to put that on here. Thanks for that.
I was like, maybe I don't see it.
Yeah.
Maybe I missed
Um, let me. Yeah, forgot that. Yeah. Yeah. The tewi is to hear. So tewi, I hear.
So tewi.
Yes. So tewi. Um. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have you guys say these. So
If there's no long sound.
Louise, say Lu.
Lu.
All right. Tusi, tusi. And now alu,
Alu.
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 E. Okay, now say both of those.
Alu.
E.
Alu.
E. On the second one, hold the L just a little bit longer.
Alu.
E. Tus. Tus e. Tus e. Okay, Dad, say alu.
Lu.
Alu.
Lu.
Okay, yeah, better. And then alu.
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 Alu. Alu.
It's so, it sounds like you're on the second one, you're still having like a long A versus a long L.
Alu. Alu.
Toos. Okay, now say both of those.
Alu. Alu.
Yeah, it's a little exaggerated, but yeah, it's good. Okay, Loyan. Lu.
Alu.
And then alu.
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 Alu. Alu.
All right, now
Alu.
say both of them.
Alu. Alu.
Oh, I can hear you're kind of quiet.
Alu. Alu.
Yeah, see, both of you guys kind of on the second one still have that long A, it sounds like.
Alu. Just the
Alu.
first one's a
Because there's
long A.
alu and then alu.
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 Yeah. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah. Alu.
Alu.
So basically just hold that L just a little bit longer on the second one.
Alu.
Mm-hmm. Alu.
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 Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like l. L.
Alu.
Mm-hmm.
Alu.
E. All right. Morning Star. Alu.
Oh, shoot.
Alu.
Mm-hmm. And then alu.
Alu.
Mm-hmm. E. Now say both of them.
Alu. Alu.
Yeah.
Alu. Alu.
E.
E.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, it's just the difference. Short A or long A, short L, and then short A, long L. So yeah, could be easy to mix those up. And then here we have yummy. Louise, yummy.
Yummy.
E. Toos, dad, yummy.
Yummy.
He, Loyan, yummy.
Yummy.
He, Morning Star, yummy.
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 Mm-hmm. Yummy.
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 Yeah. E. And then it too. Louise, it too.
It too.
It's
He. Dad, it too.
It too. It too.
He. Tusi. Loyan, it too.
It too.
He. Tus.
So tea.
Morning Star, it too.
It too.
He. And then next we have Sohtewi. Sohtewi.
So
Louise, Sohtewi.
So tewi.
One more time.
So tewi.
tea. So tea.
Sohtewi. He. Dad.
Tea.
Sohtewi.
So tea.
Sohtewi. Sohtewi.
So
Yeah, it's hard. I got Sohtewi.
yeah, that is a hard one. Yeah. Two highs and a low.
Mm-hmm.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh. So tewi. So tewi. So tewi.
Sohtewi.
So tewi.
We.
Tewi.
Yeah, you're on the right track.
So tewi.
Yeah. I didn't.
Again or
Did you say the whole word? Sounded like you stopped at Sote.
so yeah, I was
Maybe I just didn't hear. Or
yeah,
something.
it's a low tone we, right? So
Yeah, yeah, you got it.
tewi. So
Yeah, yeah.
tewi.
Okay. E tus. All right, Loyan, so tewi.
Sotewi.
One more.
Sotewi.
Tusi. All right, Morningstar. So tewi.
Sot tewi.
So tewi.
So tewi.
Just like that, yeah. Tusi. Okay, and next up we have this little syllable dot. So I'll build it up a little more so you can see it. So yeah, there's,
Yeah.
there's a little like kind of upside down triangle dot. And this doesn't show up a lot, but it's there. So this is when there's two of the same letters next to each other, but it's not a long sound. Then we'll put the syllable dot in between them so you know that it's not a long letter, right? So there's just certain words have these. So and it's like in the middle of two different syllables. That's why it's called a syllable dot. So here we have but D. That's how you would pronounce this, but D. Because this P comes before a vowel, right? And then this T comes before another consonant. So that means it's unvoiced. It has the T sound. And then this T comes after a consonant, right? So it has it's voiced, so it has the D sound. So but D.
D, but D,
But D.
but D.
Yeah. And then here we have Tadanawi.
Done.
So that's, yeah, you're
Done.
saying that is
Done.
something. It is something.
Done.
Whatever. Blank.
Yeah. Done.
Tadanawi.
Done.
Yeah. So any questions on this one?
Um, are we are we including the dot nowadays? Or is that, was there a change?
So yeah, so the dot used to be used for instead of a long letter, it would used to be like what is it? This, yeah, it used to look like that, but then we figured it's just easier to do that. And then it used to be reversed. So like before, this would just look like this, and you would say Tadanawi, right? But we switched it around because it kind of, the words are easier to read when they're written like this instead of like this,
Um,
especially when you have like a bunch of them. So
it's con-
yeah, so the dots are only for these situations where it would look like this, but it's not supposed to be a long T. It's supposed to be two T's next to each other.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see. So
Yeah.
at least we know what it means and now
Yes.
it's there.
It's basically just saying these two letters are not a long sound. They're two separate sounds. Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll pronounce them. See how.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll have you guys all pronounce these real quick. Okay, so yeah, Louise, but D.
But D,
And
the Danawi,
E. Dad, but D.
But D, but D,
But D, yeah.
but D,
And then Tadanawi.
Danui.
Tadanawi.
Danui.
All
Danui.
right, and Loyan, but D.
But D.
And Tadanawi.
Tidanui.
Tus and Morningstar, but D.
But D.
And Tadanawi.
Tidanui.
Cool. And then yeah, one thing that I forgot to mention about the W. So this is kind of a weird sound that we don't have in English. So at the end of a syllable, or like if it's maybe at the end of the word sometimes, there will be a voiceless W. So in this word, you'd pronounce it like da diuji, da diuji. So it's you're kind of like da diuji. Yeah. You're kind of like breathing with that W. So what does da diuji mean? I totally forgot to write the English word for that one too. Da diuji. So okay, I'll look that up later because I'm trying to get through to some other stuff
Yeah.
with you guys. But yeah, well, we can come back to that if you need practice with that, because I need to get to want to get through this domain, and then we can do a conversation activity. But yeah, just remember this funny W. It's like da diu ji you. If it's like, yeah, diu, basically it's the end of this syllable, diu. Okay, so we're gonna do brushing our teeth, which would be dindap ha jui ga I ja. So dindap ha jui ga I ja. So I ja is teeth. And this is like, yeah, and this is like basically like brushing around with it, some sort of like instrument. So it's like brushing around with some sort of like instrument or tool. So that's why it's a long word, because it doesn't just it doesn't just mean brush. It's like I'm brushing with a tool around and then the teeth.
Yeah, the teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. So this word has a whole bunch of meaning packed into it. Yes. So that's why some of our words are longer, because they have extra stuff that's not just a direct translation of English.
How do you pronounce the teeth again?
Icha,
Each.
icha. So, okay. So number one, saja sach jiga da pa je. Saja sach jiga da pa je.
Is that Louise?
Yeah, Louise. Saja sach jiga da pa je.
Saga Achi Agatapachi
Saja
Saja
sach
Sachi,
such.
right?
E.
Such Saga Sachi
Saja ja.
Saja Sachi.
E. Yes. And then
Da.
ka, yep. Dap ha je,
The party.
dap ha je.
The party.
Yeah, so this, remember, this is that like really breathy H. Dap ha je.
The party.
Yeah, better. I know it's hard to pronounce right after this P. Dap ha je. So,
Party.
yeah,
The
say
party. The party. The party.
dap ha je.
The party.
Yeah, better. E dap ha je.
The party.
Go. I'll go.
Yeah, it might be the speakers. I think you're saying it, but then sometimes I'm kind of hearing dapaje instead of dapaje.
The party. The party. Can you say
I don't
the
know. Are
word
you
the
guys
whole
hearing the
sentence?
H or is that just me?
I guess hearing half of it, half H.
Half H. Okay.
Half, half of the whisper.
Okay. So kind of there. You're kind of there. But yeah, mainly, yeah, the only thing I would say is just pronounce the H more. But
The
yeah, besides
party.
E. I think that's good. All right, Dad. Saja sachji gada paje.
Sajasachji kata pache.
Tus. All right. Loyan. Saja sachji gada paje.
Saja Sachji Ga Tap Da Pa. What sound is the T?
D.
The Pache. The Pache.
Da paje.
The Pache. Saja Sachji Ga Da Pache.
Da paje. Yeah, you're on the right track. Yeah.
Saja Sachji Ga Da Pache.
Da paje. It's just that H. I know everyone was having trouble with that. But yeah, good. Tus. On the yeah, you're on the right track. It's just practicing the all right. Morningstar. Saja Sachji Rada Paje.
Sajasachji kata pachji. Say it again, please.
Okay. Saja Sachji Rada Paje.
Sajasachji kata pachji.
Okay, yeah, just say da paje.
Da pachji.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm hearing the H a little bit.
Da pachji.
Da paje.
Da pachji.
Okay, yeah, that was better.
Pachji. Sajasachji kata pachji.
Yeah.
Well, now I have this, so I can practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
That's what's up. All right. Yeah, I think it's basically the same for everybody is just practicing this H. It's the hard part. And yeah, we got a decent amount of that letter in this one. So Okay. So okay, number 2. So yeah, that's I pick up the toothbrush. Then here we have I wet the toothbrush. Saleh da pi ga da pa je. Saleh da pi. Saleh da pi ga da pa je. Da ha je. Yeah, I see. I don't do it perfectly either. Saleh da pi ga da pa je. Okay, Louise.
Here we go.
Saleta pi dalapache.
Ga da.
Ga. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Saleta pi ga talapache. Delapache.
Yeah, almost, almost.
Da ha je.
Da pache.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, better.
This is what happens when you miss two classes.
All right, yeah, try one more time.
Okay, say it one more time.
Okay, yeah. Saleh da pi ga da ha je.
Salaleta pi ga delapache. Delapache.
So you're adding Della on the front of that of the
Oh,
word.
yes, I hear that.
Okay, yeah, so it's just da ha je.
Dapache.
Yeah, but
Dapache.
J E. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, this the end of the word here is E. Da pa je.
Dapache.
E. Okay, and then yeah, you have this first word pretty good. Saleh da e.
Saleta pi
Mm-hmm.
ga
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then da pa je.
dapache.
E. Yeah. All right. Now the whole thing.
No.
Saleta pi ga dapache.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah. See if I can do that.
Peace.
My turn.
All right. Yeah. Dad.
Saleta pi ga dapache.
E. Just say this H a little more in the first word.
Saleta pi ga dapache. Woo, 2 H's.
Yeah, pretty good. Toos. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. A fun domain. Loyan, Saleh da pi ga da pa je.
Saleh tapi kadapache.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I was practicing when I was on mute.
You're like, oh man.
Hey.
Practice for this one.
I was like, that first H seems easier than that second H. I don't know why.
I think it is.
Yeah, different consonant. Vowel consonant.
Yeah, because it's about Toos. Morning Star. Saleh da pi ga da pa je. Is Morning Star, you there?
Sorry, I was finding the salad dressing.
Oh,
Salad top. Say it one more time and then I'll practice.
okay. Saleh da pi Gadapache.
Salatapi ka depachi.
Pretty close. So you gotta say this H a little more right here. Saleh da
Saleh.
E.
Loud. Salatapi ka tapache.
E. Yeah, better. Better. Good, good. Poos. Okay. Next, so that's I wet the toothbrush. And next we have Saja Sachji Baita U Dinda Tule. So I pick up the toothpaste. So it's just like number one, Saja Sachji, Saja Sachji. I pick up, and then Ga Ita U Dinda Tule. So you remember this word from washing hands, Dinda Tule. It's kind of like soap, but it means like the thing that I make suds with. And then I put teeth before it, Ita, right? So it's the tooth's suds, basically, right? Toothpaste. Okay, so saja sachji raita utinta tule. I know this is another long one. Louise, saja sachji raita utinta tule.
Sanakat Jiga Icha Sanaskat Jiga Icha U Dinatule.
Okay, pretty close, pretty close. So it's just like this word in number one, saja sachji, saja sachji.
Saja Satchi. Saja Satchi Ga Icha U
Mhm.
Dinata
Dinda tule.
Dindatule.
He
Sanaskat
Saja.
Saja.
Remember this, the C when it's before a vowel makes ja, 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 yeah.
Sanajas Sanajasti
Saja,
Ga Saja
Sachji.
Sajajasti
Mhm.
Ga Icha U Dinatule.
He yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Saja Sachji. Okay. Dad, Saja Sachji Raicha Utinta Tule.
Saju Sachji ka Icha Udinda Tule. Saju Sachji ka Icha Udinda Tule.
Get is perfect, except
Running out.
you switched the tones on this one. You said eat instead of eat.
Oh, yeah.
Eat.
Ga Icha.
Ga eat.
Ga Icha.
Mm-hmm. E.
All right, I'll work on that one.
Okay. All right. Loin saja sach jira ita utenta tule.
Saja Sachji Ga Icha U Intatule.
Ooh,
E.
close. Yeah, nice.
It's good. That extra practice while you're listening to
Yeah.
other people's helping out.
Yeah, don't call me first ever.
Yeah, alas.
Nice.
Louise
Yeah.
gets the star tonight.
Oh yeah, I'll remember that. Well, next time maybe I'll make you the first example, then other people can hear
Then I
you.
won't get practice time.
Yeah. All right, nice. Toos. Oh yeah, Morning Star. So, if you're If you're there. Okay, cool. Saja sach jira icha utinta tule.
Saja Sachji Ka Icha Utintatu Le.
Okay, yeah, pretty close. This T is, well, both of these T's come before vowels. So
Okay.
it's the dinda tule.
Dinda Du Le.
E. Tus. All right. Then we have, so that's I pick up the toothpaste. Then we have I squeeze toothpaste onto the toothbrush. So this word here is sagu yuti. So that's like I'm squeezing, I'm pressing this thing out, squeezing it out, the toothpaste. And then daphaje is toothbrush. And then wade is like location, like onto that thing. So
on the last T in Saga U T, that's a D sound, right? It's before.
sagu yuti. It's a glottalized T. See the little mark above it?
But I mean, it's before a vowel, so isn't it the D
But it's a
sound?
glottalized T.
Oh, so that's a different sound?
Yeah, so you remember
Yeah.
here we went over this one in this the glottalized letters.
Actually, I think this is that the one I missed. But anyway, I mean, I can see that.
So these ones, these always have the same sound. It's just these plain ones here are the ones that it depends if it's before a vowel or a consonant.
Okay. Oh, okay, so it's glottalized, so it's still gonna
So
be
yeah,
more
if
of
it
a-
has this the little
more of a
mark
deep-
above it, then it always keeps that same sound.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So that's why it's sagu yuti. Sagu yuti.
Yeah, I heard the T in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yuti. Yuti.
Sagu yuti
Just a
ga
voice T.
dinda tule. See, you have this tule here.
Another one.
Tule.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that.
Daphaje wure. Daphaje wure. Yeah. Sagu yuti ga dinda tule. Daphaje wure. So there's a good long sentence for you guys. Okay, Louise. Sagu yuti batin tatule daphaje wure.
Can you say it one more time?
Sure. Sagu yuti ka dintatule daphaje wure.
Sagu yu le ga dinu tu le tapachi fure.
That was really good, except for I think you added on the same. So you said sagu yule.
Okay.
You added on from the dinta tutle.
Okay. So say it again.
Sagu
Say that one.
yuti. Sagu yut.
Sagu yuti.
He.
Sagu yuti ga dina ta dina tatli
Dinta tutle.
dinta tutle
Mm-hmm.
tapachi
Apaje. Wade. Yeah.
tapache fure.
He. Tus. So yeah, I should have these all on recording. So definitely listen to these again. It'll definitely help. But yeah, it's good. Tus. All right. See, Dad, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Sagu yuti batin tatule daphaje wure.
Saga yuti ka dinda tu le daphaji what day?
Close.
Sagu yuti gatin datule dapaji what day?
Dapaje.
Dapaje
Yeah.
what day? Dapaje what day?
Dapaje wade.
Two A's.
Yeah.
Ajay what day? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
E.
Tus. Okay. Loyan. Sagu yuti ba dinta tule dapaje wade.
Saguyut y ga dintatule dapaji. No. Dapaje. Wade. What does the last word mean? Wade.
Wade. It's kind of like, it means like a location. So it's
Okay.
kind of, it can mean like on or in or next to, basically.
Okay.
So it just means a location. So like, so here you have daphaje, which is the toothbrush.
Mhm.
And then wade means like you're doing it to that thing.
Wade.
So
Okay.
sagu yuti is like I'm squeezing out,
Mhm.
and then the dintatule is like the suds, right? Or which would be like the toothpaste, and then toothbrush onto.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, this word always goes after, like, or whatever. If you see something before this word, it means that's the place that it's happening at.
Okay.
Yeah. Tus. Good. All right. Morning Star. Sagu yuti batenta tule daphaje wade.
Saguyuti ka tin. Help me with that one again.
Dinta tule.
Dintatule tepache wade.
Tus.
Saguyuti katin.
Dinda.
Dindatule. I didn't have any caffeine today. I'm feeling it now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Could you
Starting to
repeat it?
crash.
I know. I'm like, I like think I have it and then I don't. Can you say it one more time?
Sure. Sagu yuti batenta tule daphaje wade.
Saguyute katin tatule tapache wade.
Close.
I did
I think
it.
I think your best one was the first one.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
listening.
Good. Okay, here's a shorter sentence finally. Sa pamji ga dinta tule. So I put the toothpaste down. Sa pamji ga dinta tule. Louise.
Simpamche ga. Oh, wait, sorry. Simpamche ga din datule.
Super close. Sa pamji.
So sampamchi ga din datule.
See, I hear you adding like a M right here and saying sampamchi, but it's sa pamchi.
Sampamchi ga din datule.
Dinta tule. Yeah, you got it.
Datule. Sampamchi ga din datule.
Perfect. Tus. So, one thing I'll point out why E versus E is important on the end of words. and why I'm kind of like making sure you guys get those right, is that usually verbs, a lot of times verbs, I mean, it can kind of change. We'll get to that down the road, but a lot of times verbs end with this E sound, E, and then nouns, not always, like kind of nouns can end in different ways, but if it ends with e, it means like, it's like a noun. It's saying a thing that does that, basically. So e versus e. Because like if it was dinta dootly, then that would be like making suds with something, like rubbing something to make suds. But dinta dootle with the e means it's the thing that does that, the thing that makes suds by like rubbing it or whatever. So that's why I'm kind of making sure you guys pronounce those. Yeah. So like if it was sapamche, that would be the thing that puts down.
Yeah.
So that's why it's sapamchi, because it's like I put it down. Yeah. Yeah. So okay, yeah. So dad, sapamchi ga dinta tule.
Sapamchi ka tinda tu le.
I tus. Loyen sapamchi ga dinta tule.
Sapamchi ga dinta tule.
Tus. Morning Star, sapamchi ga dinta tule.
Sapamchi ka tintatule.
Tus. Okay, we'll put the toothpaste down, and then next we have sentapajui ga icha. Sentapajui ga icha. Sentapajui ga icha. So that's I brush my teeth. Louise, sentapajui ga icha.
Sindapajui ga icha.
Woo!
Tus.
Wow, you nailed that one.
First try. All right, Dad. Sendapajui daicha.
Yeah, I'll copy Luis. Okay. Sindapajui ka icha.
Pretty good. Okay, Loyan. Sendapajui daicha.
Sintapajui ga icha.
Pretty good. Yes. And Morning Star. Sendapajui daicha.
Sintapajui ka icha.
Tus. Pretty good. All right. And next we have Sahitu Swami. Sahitu Swami. So I know it's going to be kind of hard to get like a higher tone after that H. Sahitu Swami.
Yeah.
So kind of thinking about it like, because this means I spit it out. So like, when you go to spit, you're hawking a loogie, like, you know what I mean? So it kind of mimics that sound a little bit. Sahitus. Sahitus Swami. Okay, Louise. Sahitus Swami.
Sahitus for me.
Yeah.
Sahitus for me.
Pretty good. Just same thing with the H, is just the a little more.
Sahitus for me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Try one more time. Go ahead.
Sahitu swami.
Tus e. Pretty good. All right. Dad, sahitu swami.
Sahitu swami.
Tusi.
Sahitu swami.
Tus e. Good. All right. Loyan, sahitu swami.
Sahitu swami. I don't know.
Hey,
Sahitu swami.
okay, yeah. Tusi. Good. Yeah, you really said that H. Leaned into it. All right. Morning Star, sahitu swami.
Sahitu swami.
Yeah, just same thing with the H. Just lean into it. Don't be afraid.
Sahitu swami.
Yeah, just the
Sahitu.
sahitus.
Sahitu swami.
Okay, yeah, a little better. It's good. Tus. Okay. So yeah, that's I spit it out. Right. So after you brush your teeth, then you spit out the toothpaste. And then next we have Sajaluji ga daphaje asare. So I clean the toothbrush in the water, right? Rinse it off. Sajaluji. That's like I clean it off. Sajaluji. Ga daphaje. So the toothbrush, and then water is us, right? So here we have the what a, it's like a separate word, but like, I don't know, some words they kind of combine it, the what a, but into the word, like if it flows, that's kind of how they are, like our elders would say it. They would just say us today instead of saying us what a. So the ade is that's the location. So I clean the toothbrush in the water. Asare. Yeah. So Sajaluji Gadaphaje Asare. Louise. Sajaluji Gadaphaje Asare.
Sajaluji. Sajaluji ga dapache atsure.
Yeah, it's good. Tus.
That last word.
Asare.
Yeah, that one.
Asure.
Yeah.
Sajaluji ga danapachi atse. I don't.
Us a day.
As a day. Asure. Asure.
Tus.
Asure.
Yep, you got it.
Sajalute ga danapache.
But now you're adding more sounds to
Doesn't
it.
matter.
I'm going to say Atsugay. I'm going to say.
You made it harder.
Yeah, you made it. Yeah. The first time you had the first three words right, and then the last time you just had the last word right. But you got it. I know you can. You listen to it, you practice, you'll get it. All right, Dad. Sajaluchi gadapache asare.
Sajaluchi Gadaphache Asare.
Tus. Okay, Loyan. Sajaluchi gadapache asare.
Sajaluchi Gadapache Asare.
Tus. Morning Star. Sajaluchi gadapaje asare.
Sajaluchi ka tapachi asade.
Dapaje
Tapaje asade. Asade or asade?
asare.
Asade.
He
Sajaluchi ka tapachi. Can you do it?
dapaje.
Tapaje asade.
He us. All right. Sapamchi gadapaje. I put down the toothbrush. Sapamchi gadapaje. Louise.
Sapamchi ga tapache.
He tus. Got it. Dad. Sapamchi gadapaje.
Sapamchi gata hache.
He tus. Loyan. Sapamchi gadapaje.
Sapamchi gada paje.
He tus. And Morningstar. Sapamchi gadapaje.
Tapamchi ka tapache.
Tus.
Can we say that one more time?
Sapamchi gadapaje.
Sapamchi ka tapache.
Yeah. Pretty good. On the right track. Okay, so this one we're not like perfectly like for sure on this translation or if this word is the right word, so that's why it's kind of highlighted yellow, but
Oh, okay.
we think it makes sense, so we're rolling with it for now. Might change it later. So that's what it means if you see something that's highlighted yellow, is we're kind of like, we think it makes sense.
That's why.
So we just kind of have to, we'll confirm it later. I'll check it with Bruce, the linguist. Yeah. So here we have Sap la lu jege aswa. So I'm rinsing my mouth water with Sap la lu jege aswa.
Louise. Where's Louisa?
Yeah, so Louise, Sap la lu jege aswa. Sorry, I forget. Yeah.
Today aswa. Aswa.
You
Cha.
try one more time.
Luchige aswa.
Tus. Okay, Dad. Sap la lu jege aswa.
Sap la luchige aswa.
He and Loyan. Sap la lu jege aswa.
Sapla luchige aswa.
He tus and Morningstar. Sap la lu jege aswa.
Sapla luchige aswa.
He tus and then let's see. Next is, okay, here's a longer one. Ip la lu jatsui ga. Ip la lu jatsui ga. So I finished spitting or finished washing my mouth, and then sahitu swami from earlier, I spit it out. Ip la lu jatsui. Ip la lu jatsui ga sahitu swami. Okay, Louise, iplalu jatsui. Sorry, iplalu jatsui ga sahitu swami. Oh man, can't.
Oh my gosh. You have to say that again.
Okay, we'll just go word by word. 'Cause that's a
Okay.
lot. I know. Ip la lu jatsui.
Iplalu tachui.
Hee.
Iplalu tachui.
Perfect. Tus.
Ka.
Ga. And then sahitu swami.
Sa hui tu swami. Wami.
Okay, yeah.
Sa hui tu swami.
Sahitu swami.
Sa hui tu swami.
Okay, yeah, pretty good. Tus. Yeah, no, that's good. All right, Dad. Ip la lu jatsui ga sahitu swami.
Iplalu Jachui Ka Sahitu Swami
Hee. Yeah, that's good.
Jachui
Ip la lu jatsui ga
Jachui Ka
ga.
Sahitu Swami.
Hee. Tus. Okay. Loyan. Ip la lu jatsui ga sahitu swami.
Can you say the first word one more time?
Sure. Ip la lu jatsui. Ip la lu jatsui.
Iplaluch Jatsui Ga Sahitu Swami.
Tus. And Morning Star. Ip la lu jatsui ga sahitu swami.
Iplalu just. I'm getting stuck on that. Can you say it again?
Jatsui.
Iplalu Jatsui. Iplalu Jatsui Ka Sahuswami.
Sahitu swami.
Sahitu Swami.
Mm-hmm.
Sahitu Swami.
Tusi. So yeah, this is this word sahitu swami. It's the same as number 7. I spit it out. And then you see this word is pretty similar. It has like the same root here. La lu. So that's like, well, this is kind of like referencing your face, your mouth. And then lu is like cleaning. But yeah, the age is like I'm doing it to myself. This atsui is like you're finishing that. You can add that into
Oh,
verbs. So like I'm finishing this.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
And then this ga is like if it goes after a word, it kind of means like that's the person who's doing it. So it's just saying I finished washing my mouth. That's what these two words mean is I finished washing my mouth and then I spit it out. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have Sadaskaomi Gadindapajui. So I don't know if you guys remember this word Sadaskaomi. So I'm finished. I'm done. Sadaskaomi Gadindapajui. Sadaskaomi Gadindapajui. Louise, Sadaskaomi Gadindapajui.
Sadaskaomi ga dinapajui. Pajui.
Yeah, Dindapajui.
Dindapajui.
Okay.
Okay.
Tus. Okay, Dad. Sadaskaomi Gadindapajui.
Sadaskaomi Ka Dindapajui.
Okay, Tus. Yeah, good. And Loyan, Sadaskaomi Gadindapajui.
Sadaskawi Gadindapajui.
I, tus, and Morningstar, Sadaskaumi, Gadindapajui.
Sadaskau Bumi Gardinda Pauji.
Pajui,
Dinda Pauji.
Dindapajui,
Dinda Pauji.
Jawi,
Joey.
uh-huh.
Sadaskau Wimi Gardinda Pau.
Pa,
Sorry. Dinda Pa
J,
Jui.
I,
Pa Jui.
tus. Okay, yeah, we're finished. And so yeah, it's already past 7:30. So we've been going almost hour and a half. So I was gonna try to get to this conversation, but I guess finishing the pronounce the alphabet took a little while. So yeah, I know we're all a little tired, so I mean, I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to try to do conversation this time, or if you want to wait till next week to get into that, because next week we won't have the alphabet. We'll just have a domain and then the conversation. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh, I see. We gotta choose. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to try to fit this in today, okay. See, Morningstar just said, I got a house of rowdy kids if we can go next week.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm with morning. We'll go next week.
Okay.
Yeah,
And Lions
me
nodding.
too.
Denise? Okay.
Yeah, okay, but I have a question, Connor. So all
Sure.
the words that we're doing next with the conversation are all the words that we've kind of learned in the past week to 3 weeks, correct?
Some of no, there's gonna be some new words.
Okay.
Yeah. It's this page that I got up here right now. It's where did you go yesterday? And so I'm just gonna ask, well, like it's gonna be like, when we're doing the introductions and the departures, where we're gonna like go around and everybody's gonna we're gonna have a conversation with each other, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the introductions. Okay.
So yeah, so like
Okay.
first person will say Chatwa mapti la bala. So where did you go today? And then the other person will answer Sapti la I went to, and then here I have a list of places, and if you went somewhere that's not on this list, then you can just put the English word for now, and then we can just keep adding places to this list, and then after we all get a turn doing that, then we do where did you go yesterday, and then where did you go last weekend. So yeah, that's what it's gonna look like.
This is
Okay.
this is in the docs, the Google Docs, right?
Yes, it's under the conversations folder. Yeah, where did you go? So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we can totally do this next week, because I know it's getting late. So yeah, thanks for showing up, everybody. Yeah, any questions or comments or anything? Let's see.
No.
But yeah, I was just thinking, I mean, I got a question.